Trust nothing and no one. Just kidding. Not really. Right, so leaving your body in order to jump the hedge in the form of astral travelling or journeying without taking the proper safety precautions is a little bit like heading out of your house for the night, leaving it wide open. No lock on the door, big sign saying come on in and help yourself. First of all, if you're not sure how to journey or to astral travel, this video isn't for you. I will make tutorials for beginners at a later date. This video is more a response to the many questions and requests I've seen around leaving your body safely for people who are already doing it and who just want to make sure that they're doing it safely. Okay, moving on. The first safety precaution you want to take is by calling in helping spirits or guides or ancestors who work with you for your highest good. This last part is very important, especially if you don't have your own method for checking out the true natures of entities or spirits who may present themselves during your journey. FYI, just because a spirit appears when you call for one, or shows up in your dreams, or your journey, or you're traveling, even if they make you feel amazing, it doesn't mean that they're good, even if they say they are. Spirits can lie and disguise their true form just like people can, and they are unpredictable and tricky to keep a handle over, so unless you really know what you're doing, I would highly recommend sticking with verified spirits who you are sure want to help you for your highest good. Don't forget, if you don't have any helper spirits, then having an experienced friend to supervise you or hold space for you whilst you're journeying can also decrease the likelihood of something unwelcome trying to take control of your meat suit. But I will make a video soon about how to check the true intentions of a spirit. If you want, let me know in the comments. For now, we'll move on to the next important safety measure. That is choosing where you're going and how long you're going to spend doing that.
We say who, we say when, we say how much.
Set up a timer before you start. It's easy to get caught up in what's happening once you get out there, but you mustn't drain yourself because you really need to keep your wits about you. You would be surprised how irrelevant time is when we step out. And then deciding where you're going beforehand will massively decrease the likelihood of you getting hijacked or led astray. You should repeat your destination 3 or 4 times to yourself before heading out. As you get more experience and begin to mentally map the places that you visit, you can then start to explore and adventure a little bit more. For some super safe practice to begin with, try remote viewing by travelling to look in on people in other parts of the world who you know wouldn't mind you checking in on them. Consent is important. And also remember, the things that you see when you're travelling are not admissible in court. A very important tip is to pay very close attention to the route that you're taking whenever you're heading out. This is going to come in very handy later on. The next safety measure involves taking or accepting things. Don't pick up or accept things which you didn't seek out and which aren't being given to you by spirits who you have a previous relationship with and have already vetted. For example, advice from Irish folklore warns us against accepting any food or drink which is offered to those who happen to find themselves in the realm of fairy, usually mistakenly, since the lore also tells us it's a very dangerous place. The lore is literally made up mostly of wise people warning us to stay away from them because real fairies steal children and souls and sanity and luck and years of your life. So if you're smart, you should throw some butter and run like hell. Seriously, don't mess with them. Anyway, the last 2 safety measures I have for you involve returning back safely. First of all, come back the way you went. This is very important. It helps to ensure that you come home alone and in one piece. So obviously this is where taking note of the path that you've come by really comes in handy. The last thing about coming back is that any helping spirits who've been traveling with you can accompany you right back as far as the door, but only you can really walk through it. Those spirits live out there and they will wait for you there. I need to change the cross of my leg. But you shouldn't bring back anyone or anything really to this realm with you unless you have specifically set out in order to bring something back. If they want to visit, they'll find their own way. That door is for you and for you alone. It's another reason it's a very good idea to set off from a place that is personal to you and very familiar to you, that you know really well. It's a little bit like playing on your home ground. And that sums up most of it for safety tips when astral traveling or journeying. If there's anything else you specifically want to know, drop it in the comments. Otherwise, I'm probably just going to make some pretty generalised how-tos. Thanks for watching, hit subscribe for more fun and witchy adventures.